We would like to welcome you once again to Immigration and You, the iCanada Direct Immigration Services Incorporated online weblog. For today's topic of discussion, we wanted to discuss immigration and the Canadian Experience class. At iCanada Direct Immigration Services Inc., we are constantly trying to keep abreast of any new immigration legislation or amendments to the existing Canadian Immigration Act so that we can better assist our clients. We do this a number of ways. Sometimes we hear about upcoming changes through one of our many contacts. Or, as is usually the case, we are sent memos from the Canadian Society of Immigration Consultants, C.C.I.C, the Canadian Migration Institute, C.C.I.C, the Canadian Association of Professional Immigration Consultants, CAPIC, or Citizenship and Immigration Canada, C.I.C. Along with the regulatory changes in Bill C-50, which we discussed in an earlier blog, which were intended to help reduce the current immigration backlog, Canada's government has enacted new means to help attract immigrants to our country. Currently, an effort is underway to retain skilled workers, which include the announcement of programs that will facilitate the immigration process to those who are already within Canada. Developing new settlement services for immigration is another important way for the Minister of Immigration is seeking to ease the process. The government has begun to invest over $1.4 billion into the provinces and territories over 5 years since 2006. Examples of services which are being offered in various communities as a result of such funding include language training, job search services, and the provisions of other essential services. In addition, the federal government is looking to make changes that will make immigration easier for those who are here already with a valid temporary status. Following proposals included in the 2003 implementation of the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, Canada's Minister of Immigration has published a proposal regarding the Canadian Experience class. This class of immigration, complementing the skilled worker class and the provincial nominee programs, will permit certain foreign graduates and foreign workers to apply for fast-track immigration within Canada. Under the proposed changes, graduates of certain Canadian post-secondary academic institutions with Canadian work experience would need to meet the following minimum requirements. Graduation from a minimum of a 2-year program at a public or private post-secondary institution accredited and legislatively authorized to grant degrees, valid temporary resident status in Canada at the time of their application, and at least 2 years of skilled professional or technical work experience in the National Occupational Classification, the NOC, falling under Code O, A, or B. Similarly, foreign workers can qualify by meeting the following minimum requirements: valid temporary resident status in Canada at the time of their application, at least 2 years of skilled professional or technical work experience falling under the National Occupational Classification, the NOC, Code O, A, or B, and moderate or basic language skills depending on their occupational skill level. The proposed amendments to this legislation are presently under discussion, and final changes to the legislation will take place following the discussion period. If you believe that you fall under this category, you should speak to a professional in order to get their expert advice. As a side note, I should mention that these changes have passed, and if you do feel that you fall under this category, you most definitely need to speak to a professional because the stipulations are very detailed and you must make sure that you fall under the requirements exactly to qualify. If you have any questions, you should feel free to contact us here at iCanada Direct Inc. Our email is info@icanadadirect.com, or you can contact us by phone, area code 647-435-3315, so that we can be of further assistance to you. We hope that you found today's session very informative. Until next time, this session of Immigration and You is now adjourned.